Hi, this is a video review of this robot vacuum cleaner that I received. This is the box that it comes in, and I'll flip it around for you. It has a carry handle, tells you where to open it, but otherwise it's just a pretty basic packaging, which I'm okay with. Doesn't bother me a bit because it's more about what's inside. So let's try and open this up one-handed. I might have my daughter film. So I have not opened this up yet. You're seeing firsthand how it looks. And the first thing we see is a quick start guide. It's going to give you some basic information. There's a cleaning pad in here, which is incredibly soft, by the way. Instruction manual. And then here is the vacuum. So let's see what we've got. Film again. Make sure you okay, so we have a vacuum here, and I'll get measurements and put them on the written review. And this is just the unpackaging part of this review, so we're going to show you in a little bit what you need to do. But it looks like right here is pink. It's pretty cool. That pushes down, pops up easily. And under here, so this is automatically what I like about this vacuum. Hopefully I heard it well. I'm assuming I didn't. This is not my first robot vacuum. The other one that I have has the spinning bristles like this, like your standard vacuum. The problem with that is on hardwood floors, it's easier for them to scratch the hardwood. So because this one doesn't have the little spinning bristles, I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be better for hardwood floors. So, and then this is the mopping pad. And again, like I said, I haven't read the instructions yet, so that's going to be in the next part of this review. These are your sweeper bristles. These slide all of the stuff towards the suction part of the vacuum. And then obviously your spinning wheel and the big wheels. Oh, I like that right here it has your error codes. Wow, I can't say that. Error codes right down here. So you don't, if you have a code on the top of the vacuum, you don't have to try and go to find the owner's manual to figure out what might be going on. That's a nice feature. So right in here, in case you're not aware, these are your sensors for the vacuum. These are what keep it from running into walls and falling off the stairs, and there's a little bumper. That's what keeps it from running into things. And so if it hits that, it'll adjust itself in turn. Oh. Sorry, it's a heavy little guy with good reason. Right here we have a charging cord and a plug-in. This is your to clean out the vacuum after. You should do that after every well, once it's done, you should clean it every time it's been used. These are your bristles. Right here is your charging station. You're going to want to make sure that you put this somewhere where it's not obstructed so the vacuum can find its way there. And I'm guessing, I'm not going to guess because I'm not quite sure what that is. I got to figure it out. It looks like another charging thing. I read the instructions and we'll add that in there. Here's another filter. That's a nice thing to have. And there's the remote. So I'm going to go ahead, read the instructions, make sure this is charged, and then we'll go on to step 2 of this review, which is seeing it in action. Hi, this is part 2 of the video review of the robot vacuum. As you can see, I have it charging right now. I wanted to add, when I was doing the unpackaging, I didn't know what this was, and what this is a virtual blocker. So when you set this up, the robot vacuum won't go past that place. So this is our kid zone. I'm going to call it that. I call it actually the I hate this section of the house zone, but I'm going to put that there. We'll see if it works. And like I said before, here's the remote. This guy has been charging. If you can see the little bars lighting up, that shows that it's charging. When it's completely charged, it'll say full. And if you can also see on the buttons, I don't know if you can read them or not. Top one says plan, then spot, then clean, then home, and then there's a little garbage can button. So plan means you can schedule this to start cleaning certain times every day. What was the other one? Spot means it'll sort of go in a spiral pattern and start cleaning. It'll start inward and spiral out to clean a spot of a section. And clean is just to clean the whole house. Home, you press that and it'll go back to the base and charge, which it'll automatically do if the battery is running low. And the garbage button, if I remember right, means that the bin needs to be emptied and you need to clean the filter. Sorry, my dogs are helping. So you're going to see these same buttons on the remote. And I have read the instructions, and may I just say that the instructions are very easy to read, very well written, and easy to understand. So let's see how this does. I practiced for like a second, and I have to say, this is not my first robot vacuum. This one's fast. So I'm going to press the clean button. So that's as loud as it's going to go. It's not bad. You can see it working its way around my living room. Now, the sad state of my living room, this is like a day and a half of me not vacuuming because I knew I had to trust out this vacuum. And as you can see, I have a dog. Actually, I have 2 dogs. I have 2 kids, a husband and a cat, so they make their fair share of messes. So it sensed that there was a mess there, and it's going around cleaning that up. So this is what would happen if you pressed the the spot button. It would do that. And now it's going to go around to the perimeter and check all that out. My dogs are totally used to this, by the way. So you can see that it's on hardwood right now, and it actually has, well, my kids were supposed to pick up all of the stuff all on the floor, and they obviously didn't, but it has a thing in it where it'll adjust automatically for different types of floors, which is good because I also have an area rug in this space. So you can see it sensed my dining room chair there. The other great thing about this vacuum that is different than the vacuum that I currently have, can you guys stay out of the way so it can actually clean up the messes that you've made, is that, sorry, I am a mother of 2. It has a setting where it will actually go around and clean the edges of your house, so like right next to your baseboard, and swipe it in, which even if you're vacuuming by hand, that's always a pain because you have to get out the nozzle and all that sort of thing, and this does it for you. So you can see it's just going around the edges right now. See, it's going up on the Wii Fit. I can try and get this cord out of the way. There we go. This is definitely also getting closer to objects than my other vacuum was. My other vacuum, I don't feel like it got as close to the edge to clean up. It's doing a great job. I purposely let my son open up some packing peanuts and leave it on the floor so we could see how well it cleaned it up, and it's cleaning them all up no problem. Okay, I believe I have the trailing bar attached properly, and I'm just going to go ahead and press clean. And see how it does here. So I could say right off the bat, after having this for a couple days now, that this is definitely the vacuum you want for hardwood floors and for just hard surfaces. Not so much for carpet. And it does an okay job on carpet, but not as good like on my area rug. It didn't do as well as I would have preferably seen it. But on hardwood, it seems to do a really great job. And the thing is zippy. So I'm going to keep using the wet mop and see how well that works, and I'll add information with the written review. But I think this pretty much sums up everything you should need to know to at least get started with this vacuum. And I'll update any comments or anything I find in the future on the review. But so far, so good.